What up? Yonnie here, of course, and this is Creatively Speaking. Today, I wanted to discuss two things. Brand association being one, and working for money, managing business and creativity. So, let's talk about brand association. I see a lot of collaborative efforts happening in the creative space, which I think is awesome, right? If people align with what you got going on, of course, collaboration is also definitely a plus, right? But it's like, don't think that you need to necessarily collaborate with someone that you feel is more identifiable than you, because it don't really mean much if you ain't aligned. You feel me? So I really want to really focus for a second on letting that idea go. It's like, you don't have to stand next to or work with said anything, right? You can just make what you like, make what you feel with your homies, and be genuine about it, right? Because this is another thing. Don't make things. I believe that when you make things with, because I got to say I believe, right? Because I'm not saying this is law. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's just methods that I've lived by over the years that helped me grow, in this industry. I only make things that I'm connected to and I genuinely care about. I don't force my creativity, and I don't make things for money. I've never made things for money. Do I make money? Yes. It makes sense. It's no amount of money that can move me to be more or less creative, right? I'm doing everything because I love to do it. This is what I love to do, So you got to understand, when you're doing what you love, the money is secondary. It's like a blessing from God to be able to get the money. But it's really more so about the expression, the outlet, getting it from in me out here is the best feeling. Nothing tops that. No money, right? So create with intention. I understand money's important, right? But the more that you shoot and the less that your skill set grows, the money remains the same. You hit like this plateau where you're making this type of money and you have this type of clientele and you're stuck at this level, right? Creativity, like, it's a job. It's more, you treat it more like a hobby subconsciously, right? Because you're doing it and you're doing it, but you ain't elevating. And elevating looks different to everyone. I'm gonna say that. Elevating looks different to everyone. But I mean, like, you might not be getting that piece of equipment you need, right? Or you might not be putting out content unless it is paid for content. Like, the only content that people see you push out and put on your platform is content that you have created for other people. So you only putting out content that is expressed through another person's creative vision, right? I know some people in the business, and I've heard stories where people are workhorses, right? They work. They're always booked. They always here. They always there. Schedule's always full, right? But they only having $4,000 months. It's like, realistically, mathematically even, if you do 20 shoots a month and your take in that month is $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 even, that's insane. You're working too much. I'm gonna be the first to tell you, you're working too much. It's too much work, especially if you're in the video photo business, right? Because you gotta do a lot of editing. It's a lot of back end post work. It's a lot of pre-post work, and then it's a lot of post work. So it's like, if you're shooting 25 shoots in a month and you bring in 5K, what are we doing, right? But you're working with clients. You're depending on the client. So you're not even introducing yourself to new markets. You're relying on your clients only and their word of mouth and their platforms to generate more income, right? So you hyper focused on the client. And then this is another thing I'll say. and this is only in the scenario of 25 shoots, right? If you do 25 shoots in a month and you make $5,000, all your clients is really cheap. It's a lot of cheap clientele. They're cheap people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so the quality of the work and the effort that you put into the work is even lesser, because you already know the type of person that you're dealing with. Like, you already know that the clientele that you're dealing with isn't into pushing their content and their content distribution, which is something we'll talk about later on, probably another time, because it's not about that right now. But content distribution is very important. How you are distributing your content across each of your platforms is important. I'm gonna just leave that there, and we'll get back to that another time. But to wrap that up, is like, experiment, man. Don't work for money. Stop relying on your clients to create content and use your clients' content and put it on your platform. You think it's gonna bring more clients? And nah. Do what you love. Do what feels good. Do what feels right. You know, be adventurous in your creativity, right? And just put it out there, man, for the world to see. Just put it out there, man. Don't even think about it. Throw it out. Bam. Do it again. And just keep doing that. Yeah, like, don't create for money. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I meant by the brand association. Like, you don't have to stand next to this person to be anything. You don't have to click up to be, you don't have to know so-and-so and did this and that, right? Everything that I've built, and I'm not saying you don't need a team. I'm saying God to provide the people and the team when it's needed. You know, we walking by faith, not by sight. But I want to be an example of, like, I built everything I have on me. You know, I never felt the need to be here or be there or know them or do this with them, because it's like anything I've ever done or tried to do was because I genuinely wanted to. I believed in it. I felt it. I felt gravitated to create something for said person or brand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was like a gravitational pull that made me come, yo, I'm gonna fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just, oh, we try to make a couple dollars. You feel me? Or, damn, this person hot right now, so let me give them a photo shoot, so they can post the pictures and tag me, and then I'm gonna get more followers from their followers or their market, or so and so might see me. And I ain't never did shit for that. Anything I've ever did, I did because I wanted to, and I thought it was going to be fire, and the person that I was doing it with, I thought would look fire, and what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line.